guys, I am back with another review, like product review, and this is specifically on Sunday Riley A Plus High Dose Retinoid Serum. Um, Now I mainly bought the Sunday Riley because of like once a product becomes like one of those you know the talked about, I wouldn't say the product specifically, but the talked about brands, and then people all of a sudden are like promoting it and stuff. And like certain magazines and websites and stuff are also promoting it, and then certain I want to say celebrities, but like certain makeup artists start saying that, oh, this is part of the skincare routine. I have heard of certain skincare influencers. I just don't remember who now at this point, but I remember like certain these names would pop up randomly. But I think it was more of me doing online readings a lot more on skincare products than more of this influencers, because I don't even think I follow influencers like that to the point where I'm like skincare product influencers. Um, but I was like, let me just give it a try. Especially since I've been doing a lot of serums and toners. I actually used this separately from the toner that I was using, which I'm going to do a review as well. And then I used the toner separately from this. And then I used it together as well. And this is the, um, who is this from this company called, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but it's the HABHA Clarifying Treatment Toner. Now, when I use this on its own without that toner I just mentioned, I felt my skin. I started using this around like end of January, beginning of February, well into like almost towards the end, and then I just stopped. Well, I would say beginning of February, but by mid-February, I stopped using it because I feel like this was one of the true reasons why my skin got a lot more sensitive. But I feel like this was a major reason why my skin got extremely sensitive, because this I'm gonna do a review on this, but I feel like when I used this together, it just made my skin a lot worse. Got really red, sensitive. It just made it a lot more sensitive. So I felt like me using retinoid would in general would not be helpful for me. Um, my skin doesn't really break out, but I kind of do have rosacea. So when it's extremely cold or extremely hot, my skin does start getting red, especially my cheeks area. My chin is tends to stay red more often. It's more noticeable. My cheek is on and off, but it also tends to happen when I gain weight. Then my cheeks tend to start getting a lot more redder in color and stays a little bit longer. But the heat in general would cause it a lot too. But I started sort of noticing that after using this, it kind of, I don't feel the tingling sensation or anything like that, which kind of like irritation thing. But my skin starts feeling red, and I can have that heat. Feel my skin start feel like it's starting to heat up a bit. So I already felt like this was the major reason as to why. Now, just to give you a little background on my skin, well, I actually did start, my bad, that my skin, that I have rosacea and tends to get red, but my skin is definitely more on the sensitive side to begin with already, and it can get somewhat dry. Um, so hence why I feel like my skin in that scenario I need to be careful basically. Since my skin is on the softer side, sensitive sky, I don't really have any kind of buildup on my face. I only get like blackheads around my nose, probably white heads here and there around my face, mainly on the forehead probably, but not as much. I normally don't get breakouts as often, and my skin doesn't really get extremely dry. But if you remember some of my videos where I mentioned my skin did start getting extremely dry to the point where it felt like really tight, it was beginning of January. Um, I do have this particular product that I'm going to do a separate review on that I've recently started using mid February, which I feel like helped a lot with the dryness, but I'll get back to that later in a separate video. But I will specifically mention in that video. Anyways, move forward with this. I ended up stop using this completely, even though I have like quite a lot left in this. Um, it is more like a creamy texture. Um, that's not a lot. Hold on. So it is like a creamy um product, I would say, but I definitely do not. I would recommend it. I would apply. You should be applying this to clean face, um, clean washed face. I would say dry it out. Use a toner, then serum. Um, it is supposed to. The advanced strength retinoid serum delivers a 6.5 power blend of stabilized retinoids and retinoid-like botanical extracts into the skin. Now, obviously, it doesn't tell you what it does, but I should probably start talking about this before I mention anything else. Um, okay, combine. Okay, because I've read the first sentence already, but it combining 5% retinoid ester blend, 1% liposomal encapsulated retinol blend, and 0.5% blue-green algae with natural retinoid alternative activity. This serum fights the signs of aging and improves the look of congested and UV damaged skin. Encapsulated COQ10 helps to improve the appearance of aging or damaged skin with rare Hawaiian, wild honey, bisabolo, I think, cactus extract, and ginger balance, and soothes the skin for the appearance of calmer, even toned complexion. Apply 1 to 2 pumps in the evening to clean dry skin. So that means this is supposed to be used in a nighttime routine, which I have been doing, and it still bothers me a lot. I'm not going to lie. It bothers my skin. Now, in order for me to achieve that, in order for me to remove that, that dull UV damaged skin, um, and the appearance of aging, um, honestly, I do not want to cause my skin to become drier, and more red since my skin is sensitive. Now, I don't know what type of skin um, type I would recommend this to at this point. My skin is more on the dry and sensitive side, so I would definitely say that if you're on the dry and or sensitive, definitely sensitive side of the skin, then please do not use this at all. I would say this is more of like a try and error base, but if you really that type that is hesitant to use it and feel like this may not work for you, then I would suggest not to, because it's money down the drain if it doesn't work on your skin, and this is definitely a money down the drain for me. I barely used it. I probably used it for like a week or two, 2 pumps, um, and I think I used it for a week. Yeah, I definitely used it for a week and a half. Like I mentioned that when I first used this with a toner first, um, and then I got that reaction all of a sudden, and then I used it on its own, and it still did not help at all. So I was just like, that's it. That is not for me, and this is the end of the product. I feel like I want to stay away from, like honestly speaking, like I know if one product from a certain company doesn't work for you, doesn't mean that that another product may not work for you. But I just want to stay away from Sunday Riley, honestly speaking. Just my personal opinion, or any product from Sunday Riley that contains retinoid. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna buy this again, and I do not recommend anybody who has sensitive skin. Other than that, if you want me to try another product out or want me to talk about another topic or anything like that, please let me know down in the comments below. Other than that, I'll be linking both my Instagram pages. Make sure to follow, hit the subscribe button, the bell button. I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.